Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are. It is a very hot Monday indeed, a very busy day. And look, guys, as you can see, today we'll be working hard to bring you only exclusives right here on this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Salon's blog, and if it's your first time, please like the video, share the video, and let's hear from you in the comment section. Yes, if it's your first time, like the video, and remember to click on that subscription button. And if you click on it, on that notification bell, so that anytime we upload a new video, you'll be first be notified. I will really appreciate it. Guys, let's get started. Salon's blog, here we talk about Chelsea, and maybe one or two of other news or other club news. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go straight into the issues, but before we go into Chelsea news, breaking news. Yes, breaking news that I have for you right now here. Wolves are exploring appointing Erik ten Hag as coach of the club. Wolves want to appoint Erik ten Hag, former Manchester United head coach. And not just that, there is more to that. Erik ten Hag, he just lost his job in Germany, right? Okay. Now, we understand that it's not just Erik ten Hag they are looking at. They are equally in advanced talks with Gary O'Neill. Yes, they are talking to Gary O'Neill, plus exploring other options in parallel. Those other options include Erik ten Hag. 55-year-old discussed internally by by Wolves. They expressed interest in speaking to Erik ten Hag as part of the process. No imminent decisions expected yet, according to the Athletic. Now, Ben Jacobs reported this. He said Wolves are progressing with finding a replacement for Victor Pereira. Understand talks with Gary O'Neill have been positive and are advancing, but all parties taking some time to reflect. Now, O'Neill currently a leading candidate, but Wolves in touch with multiple names still, including Erik ten Hag, according to Ben Jacobs. Why is this interest me most? Who is Gary O'Neill? Ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman on your screen was sacked by the same Wolves less than a year ago. What has changed? What has changed? This same guy was sacked barely a year ago. Gary O'Neill was sacked by Wolves barely a year ago. And then they now hired Victor Pereira in his place. Now they want Gary back. After testing Victor Pereira, what has changed? That's the question. In less than a year or in 1 year, what has changed? That they are going back to the same man that they sacked in about a year ago. What has changed? This is like you dating your ex back. It's dangerous, you know. You going back for your ex after a one bad Tinder swipe. Wolves will surely be wolved again. Wolves will surely be wolved. Yes. Wolves will be wolved. Going back for... I don't get it. Anyway, that's just by the way. Now let's get back to Chelsea. In recent weeks, let me point out this. In recent weeks, Chelsea successfully beat Liverpool without Levi Colwill, Wesley Fofana, Cole Palmer, and Delap in our setup. We defeated Liverpool, top 4 team, a team that has been touted from the beginning of the season as a team that is in the title race. Chelsea beat them this season without Levi Colwill in the side, Fofana on the side, Cole Palmer, who everybody knows is our most creative player. That used to carry the team along. Without Cole Palmer, many have thought that Chelsea wouldn't survive. that Chelsea wouldn't survive. Chelsea beat Liverpool without Palmer and Delap, plus injured João Pedro. And Pedro wasn't 100% fit. Chelsea equally beat Tottenham Hotspur a day before yesterday without Levi Colwill, Cole Palmer, and Delap. And also with Romeo Lavia not fully fit. You see, you will all realize that once again with Maresca, this is Chelsea's reality. This is Chelsea's reality. If we didn't have any injuries, if we didn't have all these injuries coming up, the reality of Chelsea with Maresca right now would have been that Chelsea would have been either second or first on the league table. That's the reality. Yeah. If not for the injury to Cole Palmer and Levi Colwill especially, the reality of the matter is that Chelsea would have been either first or second on the league table by now. You doubt it? Do you know how many goals Cole Palmer would have scored or Chelsea would have scored if Cole Palmer was to be on the side? It's good. He's been sidelined through injury. And we are seeing the best from Estaval. Even Estaval, we are yet to see the best. Because he's not gotten consistent 90 minutes yet on this Chelsea side. How many games did he start? He barely starts games. So we are yet to see his full potential. But right now, you can imagine Cole Palmer in this side, playing number 10, Estaval playing number 7. Just imagine it. And Delap, João Pedro, all fully fit in this setup. Look, I don't want to whet your appetite right now. But I'm just reminding you that we are doing quite well without all these players on our side. And our position right now on the league table is not that bad. 10 games into the season. Now let's talk a little more about Robert Sanchez, the goalkeeper. And we have to be honest here. We have to be very honest here. Robert Sanchez has been doing wonderfully well the past couple of months. From last season to getting to the end of last season to the Club World Cup. Yeah, Conference League, end of the last season, the fight we fought to get in the top 4 Champions League position. Now to the Club World Cup. And from the start of the season till now, bearing our injury challenges, injury situations at the back line, Robert Sanchez really have been considered these mad goals. He has improved massively, and we need to talk about it. It's not only when the player is doing bad that we need to talk about it. Bearing a few moments where there were 1 or 2 errors on the undecisiveness, and that is due to the inability of Maresca to get his back line correct most of the times. And you can also point out the injury situation. Today is Badashile, the next day is Fofana, another day is Colwill. If we have a consistent back line, Sanchez would have been a better goalkeeper. And right now, even with the challenge with the back line, ladies and gentlemen, this season by far, Sanchez has been great. We are very quick to criticize him. So it's only right we praise him to when he's consistently performing. I'm running up. I need you, as a Chelsea fan, to begin to observe things, the trend at which Chelsea Football Club is heading. Robert Sanchez, as it stands right now, he is a better off goalkeeper than the beginning of last season, or even under Pochettino. Yeah. And he can only get better, I believe. If we are able to get our back line, now Fofana is back. We've seen one of the best games from Fofana 2 days ago. In a very long while, Fofana helped the defense be a bit solid, right? Very good. Going forward, if he can be fit, just like Reece James is fit right now, and the whole of this season, Reece has not been to the medical room that much. I think just about once or so. So if we can get Fofana also fit, and Leverkusen returning, and he can also be fit, come on. I believe that with that, Robert Sanchez will come better. We just need to stabilize our defense. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running up. Yes, let me just run up here. I want you to watch this video on your screen. Tottenham players reacting towards their coach after the game against Chelsea, and I don't get it. DJ Spence and Van der Vaart intentionally ignoring their manager Thomas Frank after the game. At the glare of everyone, the videos are there. I want to just look at it, a few seconds. And I'm still waiting for the media, the English press, to flood the news with Frank losing the dressing room and players complaining about his training methods. I'm waiting for that. Because if it were Chelsea, it would have been in the news already. Tottenham players, and for Christ's sake, how would players be reacting like that towards their head coach? This is their manager, and you are reacting like this towards your manager. I will not be surprised if these guys are benched. The coach needs to stamp his authority. Going forward, you bench these players to send a strong signal out there that you are the one in charge. Otherwise, Thomas Frank will soon lose the dressing room. Tottenham are not doing so, but they are not doing that bad this season. And the least expected of these players is to support the work that their coach is doing so that the club will move forward. They are my rival. They are Chelsea's rival. I don't wish them to be in a good form. But for the sake of football also, I want Tottenham, at least I want Thomas Frank to succeed. After all, my man, Kudus is also there. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, so you can imagine. You can just imagine. Anyway, let me just leave it there. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.